Hello everyone, this is Heather W., the Cozy Creative Teacher. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over doing my weekly actions and my monthly reflections in my Planet Perfect A5 folio. So I'm so excited to show you guys how I set it up and how February is turning out to look. So let's get to it. Perfect's February box. It's got that little nice little still that nice little pink and floral elements in there. I have also three pens I'm using. This is a pen I got on Amazon. It is a 0.35 black ink pen. It's actually really good for thin. The lines are very thin. It's actually from this pack right here, so I'll show you. This is these are actually from Riancy or Riancy, extra fine 0.35 gel ink ballpoint pens, perfect for journal design, art projects, and more. I'll link it in the bottom. I'll link the Amazon link for that. I also have some brush pen from Rytech. I'm using kind of like a little, almost like a, kind of like a mauve color. And then I have also a calligraphy brush pen from Archer and Olive. So I'm going to be using the fine point. I might use it, I might not. So, and then of course, I want to continue the whole February self-love, self-care flow that I have. So I'm going to be using, I want to work on and kind of finish up the Rang Self-Love Club monthly planning kit. I did unbox, not necessarily I unboxed these pieces specifically, but I did unbox the tape, the decorative tapes. So I want to make sure I include those elements. I might not use the decorative tape in this setup because I just kind of need the headers because it's more of a daily planning, but let's go ahead and see. So first of all, before I even begin in my decorating, I'm going to go ahead and go into my February. Here's my monthly calendar pages. This is from the Makselife A5 inserts. I'm not sure. I'll link Makselife's planner website in the description box below. However, I cannot like guarantee that they'll actually continue selling these because they don't even sell the A5 folios anymore. So I purchased this year because I thought I wanted to try it out. I actually really love a smaller system like this that I can actually take on the go with me. But I'm gonna go ahead and look at my February monthly goals, my personal, my fun and rec, work and learning, family and relationships, my health and wellness. I'm just checking my battery out. Great. Spiritual and personal growth, my financial and my physical environment. So heads up for the month of February. I basically am kind of finalizing my morning and evening routines. I added for the month of February a bullet journal to my my evening kind of reflection. I also have a small reading journal that I decided to create, but the reading journal kind of is this. It's basically a sterling ink planner, and I've never used sterling ink before, so I wanted to try it out and see how I could use it as a reading journal, like a reading notebook companion. And you can see I've kind of created pages for it. It's very simple, and I just write notes and fun facts of what I've learned. So a quick recap, because I want these videos, these plan with me's to be more like 10-15 minute, 15 maybe 20 minute max videos. Evening and morning routine, I do think that I have that system set. I'm going to go ahead and check it. My system schedule laminated. I decided not to set up my system schedule in laminated and put it in this A5 folio because I'm putting it in my bullet journal, and I'm going to be creating a separate video and playlist just for my bullet journal because I think I want to have fun. I want to show you guys how I set it up. because it's more like I set it up in the form of a bullet journal style, junk journal style. So Dutch doors I have not gotten to. I'm not too sure when that's going to happen. My journal setups are there. Lettering, I didn't do a lettering video yet because I'm still practicing the lettering kit that I have. It was a gift from my daughter for Christmas. But I would love to do like a lettering video where I like practice like different maybe verses from the Bible, fun quotes and different things like that. YouTube January review. I don't think I was able to even do like a January flip through. Sometimes I remember to do them and sometimes I don't, unfortunately. So let me see, do I have my sticky pad here? I don't have my sticky. Yes, I have my sticky pad. Hold on one second. Oh. I know that's like a style of video people do. January flip through. But I might just do like Planner Perfect stuff because I do have like my daily stuff is Planner Perfect. Happy Planner and Moxie Setup, I actually was able to complete those goals. And my planning business priorities, what I wound up doing with my business planning is I have a full-fledged classic Happy Planner. I turned it into a project planner. I use just a monthly layout. It's not like daily or weekly pages. It's just a monthly overview of major projects that I'd like to work towards. And I go back and forth to see, I brain dump a lot of ideas in my project planner. So I actually find it very helpful. Family dinners, that's an ongoing thing. And my daughter, she had her 18th birthday. We celebrated that. And I've done the family February calendar. So all three of my children go to 3 different schools. And plus me, I work at another school as well. We have 4 different schedules. So I go ahead, I have to like map all that out on our family calendar. So I know where everyone is on what day. Home lunches. This month, guys, I'm not doing too great. I admit, guys, I'm getting addicted to DoorDash, and I know I shouldn't. But I am working on like trying to bring my snacks at least to work. So light yoga for back injury, that is ongoing because sometimes I just have a flare up. Water, 40 ounces, and evening tea, that is definitely something I feel like I've already kind of embedded it into my system. Preparation for Lent, I actually have a fun video that I'm going to be posting this week about that. And I want you guys to be able to see my prayer journal and my Lenten journal. I decided to create a whole journal just for Lent prayers and meditations. So I'm very excited to kind of show you how I set that up. Be Free, that's again, I'm doing actually both of them combined. So I'm very excited. January budget. I am working on the January budget and also the February. I'm going to add February budget here because I'm setting up, I want taxes to be, I'm doing that along with setting up our taxes. So that is for March. Savings versus extra breakdown. I do have that set up now. Budget Emily's birthday. I was able to get that done. Prepare February planner decoration. I actually did. It's so dark here, so I'm just gonna put a check down here. Yeah, I decided to go with the theme of kind of pinks and pretty like light pastel purples. I just love that about that. Laundry basket. I have had all the Christmas blankets and curtains in my room in a big laundry basket for quite a few months, and I finally put that down in the basement and I put it in storage. And I did set up our dining room for the month of February. So you could see lots of goals in February, like that I've wanted to get done, are getting done. Is everything getting done? No. But the idea is that like I map out like the main things that I know that I have to get done or that I'd like to get done. And I do feel like I'm accomplishing my goals. The month of March, I'm just going to kind of pick up the pace and just keep rolling with it. And as you can see, this is just a little quick flip through of what my day-to-day looks like. I mean, there's nothing personal here anyway, but it is like my planner, it is my day-to-day planner. This functions for me is One side is my actual job. The other side is my three personal like big focuses for the day, or like the big three you want to call them. And here's just like notes for any extras. And these stickers, by the way, are from the Cocoa Daisy February kit. I only get like the planning kit, and it unfortunately, because I have multiple styles of planners, I don't get to use. I mean, the stickers. It's not like hundreds of stickers for one kit. It's just a generic. It's just a monthly planning kit. So the stickers go quick. But you can see like I really do my best to kind of like split up like things I have to get done, or to-dos, or even for my personal job. And then of course my big three, and then these are just notes and extras that I try to get done. And of course, if you are familiar with the Makselife system, you know that there's always a weekly reflection and a weekly actions page. Okay. And I guess this is, I actually decorated these last week, which was February 16th to the 22nd, in using the Self-Love Club monthly planning kit. And I plan to do the same thing because I love getting the kits. I love subscriptions because first of all, you get your product for much cheaper. And if it's a small business, you are supporting a small business, which is great, right? Just getting my nice water beverage. The only thing is that, I want to make use of all the product I have, and I don't want it to go to waste. I personally don't like that if I have products and purchase, it just starts to become storage. And then, if you have too much, you're going to forget what you purchased a few months ago, and then that's going to completely go to waste. So I don't want that habit to build. So now I'm going to go through my weekly actions, and I went through Know Your Worth. I actually finished that book. It's by Angie Bellemare. I'll link that. It's honestly such an uplifting, it's really such an uplifting book. And definitely it's geared towards women, and, achieving and accomplishing your goals and really going after it, and, finding your true self-worth. It's just very special to my heart. So I finished that book. My goal is to read a book a month. I read half of it in January, so I finished it because it's like a huge, huge book. Let me actually, here. Here it is. I wanted to kind of take some time. So this is what it looks like right here. This is the Angie Bellemare Know Your Worth book, and by The Daily Grind. I'll link it in the description below. It is like a beautiful, 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 like, I guess like a self-growth book. It's amazing. So I finished that. Essentialism I'm in the middle of. I also decided to start a new book this week. I just felt like it's something that I want to start reading more about. I just want to read more about, reading about like habit building and, goals and productivity is fun. It's wonderful, but it's not all that life is about. I just feel like I'm missing, this is a time of Lent for me, so I want to read stories about achievement, growth, and transformation, and real life people who have overcome so much trauma in their lives and who have found hope in sharing their message. So I'm reading the book by Virginia Giuffre, who was one of the Epstein, the survivors from the Epstein sex trafficking ring. And I just feel like, it's something there's so much pain in the world, and you can either do one of two things. You could focus on all the pain, or you could look at people who have survived and share their story of survival and the hope, and it should bring some inspiration into this world that, everything is not so dark. So, Dutch store practice, I haven't done that. Lettering practice, I've done that. I want to continue doing that. I'm so excited about that. YouTube videos, 3 a week. That's my goal. I'm trying it just to see how that works. And let's see, when I look at my goals, I also want to say, have I done a little bit of my, I could put my weights and some yoga, and I have been working on that for this week, so I want to check that off because, you know, when you're going over your weekly actions, it's very important to kind of check off what you've been able to accomplish. Definitely, I will say that I have really like done well with 40 plus ounces of water a day, plus my evening tea. Every evening I am really pushing myself to drink a cup of tea before I go to bed to settle my spirit a little bit. I am in Lenten preparation, and I've already created a new journal for my Lenten and prayer reflections for the season of Lent. That's done. I have worked on my January budget. Tax prep, that's gonna take me like, I think, a good 2 to 3 more weeks. And then savings, I've been doing pretty well. We've been really having wonderful family dinners together. And I did set up my daughter's closets. Thank goodness. I'm so happy about that. And I finally, I'm going to put a star, I finally was able to put away all the Christmas items. So this is just why I just wanted to give a little quick recap of my weekly actions from February 16th to the 22nd. And then let's go ahead. Here's my daily setup. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my weekly reflections over here. I'm going to take my Flair pen. Maybe I'm going to add some washi. Make it pretty. Because I still want to have that fun. Let me just get here's my washi cutter, which is a compass from my son's Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts. Oops, let me grab that. All right, now I'm gonna split the page, and let me make sure I split it right down the middle. I have no plan of like how I wanna set up my pages. I just pulled out the colors and the washi that I wanna use. That's it. I have not done anything like specific. I don't plan that far ahead when it comes to doing my projects like this. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm using the Writex brush pen. Let me divide this. Maybe this way would be nice. That's it. And then I always divide it down the middle here, because I just feel it. Let me get a few stickers up in there. I think that'll be fun, right? Let me just get here's some stickers from the Self-Love kits. Actually, I want to use some of these headers, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I don't do all of the weekly reflections and actions. I do a few of them. So let me go ahead. You can see that. Perfect. And I really love the design of the Self-Love Club. The kits that Ramgran created. They're, I feel like just the colors all go together very well. And there's like little small designs. Like, so for example, in this box here, let me see if I can put it close for you. You could see, right, in these header boxes, they're solid, like nice pastel purple, solid pink. And this is not a solid, it's actually a print. It's a beautiful print, like almost like small little like shell florals that look like shells. So I'm just gonna put some dots over here. Lots of people use tweezers. I cannot use the tweezers for stickers for my life, so this is just easier for me. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some fun. Excuse me. Add some nice some cappuccinos there. Some little planning stickers as well. I'll put one over here. And a little, I don't want to use the quote, maybe a little fun cozy blanket. How about that? We'll put the cozy blanket right here. Okay, so let's put that there. Now I'm gonna go and get my pen. So reflect on my wins. I'm just gonna put my wins here. My wins for this week, I would say I'm gonna go right to my check page, and I finished my book. Finished Know Your Worth. I finished Know Your Worth. I would say definitely I've been doing well with water. There's 40 ounces of water. So I guess my health and wellness has done well. I've done my Lenten completed my Lenten preparation, and also my Lent journal. Had my daughter's birthday. Hello. Let's see.
After this, do you want to take a walk outside?
Yes.
Okay.
My daughters, we were able to get their closet. And final Christmas cleanup. You're leaning on the table.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Here's wins. Here's what worked. Go lay down if your head hurts. So in terms of what worked, I would say that I was very consistent. I'm definitely, my planning is very consistent, so I'm going to keep that flow going. And by the way, today is Monday the 23rd, and we have a blizzard in the state of New Jersey, which is why I was outside earlier playing in the stove with my son and shoveling, and my son now wants to go back outside. He was just over here chatting with us. Planning is consistent. Definitely my creative process with journaling, and journaling has kind of really done. I've enjoyed it. I really had fun with that process of my life, and I feel like it's really like the whole focus in the month of February for self-care has really been like just really life-changing for me, especially with everything that's happening in the world. I just feel like this has been kind of it's very meaningful for me to have that, and to know that I set aside the month of February just for that. All right. Let's see. And family. I'll just put some family time. Okay, and now this is what did not work. Okay. I feel like for me, I am struggling a little bit with TikTok scrolling. I don't even know if I spelled TikTok right, but scrolling, because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to like study a little bit of like very much aesthetic style videos. I think people who can do aesthetic videos, I think it's amazing. I've been trying, I would love to learn how to do that, but I think that I get just so caught up in just, listening to that. Too much news. I feel like I've been kind of allowing myself to get caught up in negativity a lot online, and I just don't think that it's beneficial I don't think it's like beneficial for your mental health. I'm just trying to fix the lens a little bit so we can see clearly. Beautiful. Yeah, so I'm really trying to just make sure less scrolling. Definitely I need to kind of consume less. So in a nutshell, I feel like that's what that is. Consume less. Consume less. So now, less adjustments needed. I'm going to skip to the adjustments, and it's right over here. My adjustments, I'm going to create more. Read. and prayer time. I'm going to put read and journal and prayer time. Those are the adjustments that I want to make for the last week of February. And now when I'm saying lessons learned, I feel like I've learned that comparing yourself to others is not beneficial at all. So comparing yourself has like not helped me at all in my growth. So I want to make sure I kind of get rid of that or just don't focus on that at all, right? Just focus on the good, focus on what you're doing as a human being for society and for the world. Another lesson I've learned, I feel like that journaling has been very therapeutic for me. So journaling is important for growth. For my growth. I feel like that's something I've learned this week. So now let me just go over my weekly actions, and I'm gonna use my nice little pen here, and of course I'm doing my weekly actions. This is for the week of, let's see, I'm gonna just pull up my calendar. So this is the 23rd to the 28th. And I'm not going to do till March 1st, which is Sunday, because it's not, I'm not going to be, I'm going to be starting a new month. So, which I can't believe it. This is like the last week, guys, of, this is the last week of February. It's February, like, it came and went in a flash, which is pretty crazy. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and fill up my weekly actions, and then we'll just kind of go do a quick overview and call it a day, because I want these to be, again, like 20 minutes, and we're already hitting 27. I'm giving myself like a few, like maybe 5 more minutes. So personal, I want to make sure I read. I'm reading a memoir right now. That's what I want to focus on. My book journal, my reading journal. It is a sterling ink. I have not kind of posted about it because I'm trying it out. I've never used like the sterling ink Tomoe River paper style. It even requires its own size of stickers, which is a little because then you have to purchase more. So I'm trying to kind of just feel it out, see what's happening. But I have to work on my reading planner, my reading journal / planner. That's something I want to kind of work on for the month of February, because I finished one of my books already. Health and wellness. I'm just gonna take a quick peek back here. I want to continue yoga. I want to have a fun week because I have a lot of YouTube unboxing videos. So, and I want to maybe health and wellness. Definitely, I want to do some evening tea. Personal. I do want to also take walks a little bit more. I want to walk outside. I feel like I'm missing that part of just like allowing myself to kind of, I don't know, just kind of get outside, get some fresh air. And I feel like that's something that I need to do. So there's the shadow is from my Folio snap. All right, let's see. I want to continue lettering practice for fun. Okay. I do already write in cursive, as you can see. I just I don't do lettering practice. I want to learn like legit how to do like cool calligraphy. Just like write in that beautiful way with different style fonts. That's a yearly goal. That's like literally for the whole year is what I want to learn. So for work and learning, I have to unbox PP, that's Planner Perfect. I have to unbox Cocoa Daisy. I want to unbox Amy Plans Things with the Dutch door and my plans things. And I also want to do my bullet journal setup. So I'm trying to do today more of my plan with me videos, and then any bullet journal or creative journal setup, that's going to be throughout the week. And those are March, by the way. That's like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do monthly setups like the last week of the month. So this week, the bullet journal that I want to set up is for March, as well as my creative journal. And then my project planner will be next week. I think I need another full week for the February to really like flow well. Spiritual and personal growth, it's my Lent journal. And my Bible study, which is nice. I'm so excited to keep that going. And tax, it's the final week for tax prep. For February budget and tax prep. So I'm trying to like, it's not going to be a heavy and intensive week because I have like I feel like I have a lot more maintenance goals that have to be taken care of. So family and relationships, of course, is going to be continually family dinners. I really enjoy that always we get to sit and have dinner as a family. My physical environment, I have, I still have like winter, guys, it's a blizzard. It is 12 o'clock. And it is still snowing on a Monday. It's still snowing and it's very windy. The blizzard is still very much alive in New York City, and I don't even know if I can go to work tomorrow because of the drive. But that's neither here nor there. I still have Christmas curtains and my Christmas quilts all in my room. So for my physical environment, I'm gonna start shifting to the, the spring kind of country cottage look in my room. So I do have to work on my curtains and bedspread. And probably what I'll do, I'm going to be ordering like a new quilt and bed set. And I feel like this is more than enough for my weekly actions because it's just I have to do so much stuff. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pause, and then I'll, for the final setup of the video, I'll speed it up. Because that's going to be kind of my, the decor setup, and I don't want to walk you through that. I'd like you to just kind of see how that looks.